What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy, Jonathan Evans, and listen, I'm excited. We're in episode 2 with my boy, Paul Ritter. We're gonna keep talking, keeping it clean, how to treat your temple. Let's get into it. Listen, we've been talking about this issue in our last episode. If you haven't seen the vlog, How to Treat Your Temple, go back and look at it. Go back and look at episode 1 with me and Paul Ritter as we talk about this issue, which is a spiritual issue of really your intake. Because if we're not managing our intake, then we're not managing how great our output could be.
Absolutely.
And so I think it's important. But a lot of you who have watched this, who've been keeping up with this, are wondering, okay, but how do I start? I saw the vlog, I saw him cooking, I saw how y'all are eating. I love that. I see that it's a spiritual issue. When you talk about, I mean, even in the Bible, Moses was leading the people to the promised land,
right.
And there was no weak or feeble among them.
No.
Well, I mean, how is that? You got 2 million people, you got all these people following you, ain't nobody sick,
Ain't
ain't
nobody
nobody falling out. They were eating stuff out of the ground.
That's right.
They didn't have all of this processed
right.
stuff, all
That's
of this
right.
stuff,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
So that's for us. And so I want to talk to Paul right now about how do I do it? Like, where does a regular person start who hasn't even been thinking about that?
Okay. So the first thing, I believe in baby steps. Baby steps, baby steps. You can take baby steps to get where you want. So baby steps. Let's change the water you drink, guys. Find a good, clean, alkaline water. You say, well, why do I need to drink alkaline water? Well, simple, because our bodies are either becoming more acidic every day or more alkaline. The more acidic your body becomes, the more susceptible you are to colds. We just coming out almost of a pandemic,
Right.
Cancer, all those things like that. So just find a good, clean, alkaline water. What makes the water alkaline is it has to have a pH balance of 7 or higher. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with Fiji water. That's been around for forever. Essentia water, Evermore. There's so many on the market. But just start drinking the clean water. Now, you say, well, why start with water? Because 9 out of 10 headaches, Jay, are dehydration.
Wow.
And many times when we get a headache, the first thing we do is we pop a BC, a Tylenol,
Yeah,
or an Advil.
we medicate.
We medicate it. Instead of just find a clean water, drink your body weight. What is your body weight? Divided by 2, that'll give you ounces. That's how much water you just start drinking with. So the first step, just change the water you drink. Secondly, and I'm gonna give y'all 3 tips, just incorporate more greens.
That's right.
Figure out a way to just start eating 2 times the amount of greens that you eat now.
That stuff that you didn't like when you was a kid.
Right.
Stuff
I don't
you run
care.
away from.
I don't care what it is. Just start with a salad in the afternoon and maybe some cabbage at night, or a salad or green beans. Or just incorporate more greens in your daily walk. And then thirdly, incorporate more fruit.
That's right.
Just start carrying fruit. Apples, pears, peaches, plums. Now, I'm going to encourage you to buy your fruit organically because then it's pesticide free. So I'm going to encourage you to do that. And just those baby steps alone will help you start feeling better. Energy will come up. A lot of things will start shifting in your life, just making those 3 simple changes.
Okay, those 3 simple changes, because on this channel, we want to tell you how to do it. We want to make sure that we're walking you through it. Not just preaching messages, even though that's important, but telling you the steps so that you can say, okay, this is how I can start being cleaner, living cleaner, and eating cleaner. Remember, this is the temple where the Holy Spirit dwells. You clean up your house anytime someone visits because it's a representation of who you are. And so we want to make sure that this house is a representation of who lives in it. That people look at us and they say, from the way that we live to the way that we look, they're obviously living this thing out for the Lord. And so you can start by drinking water. So me and my wife, we get alkaline water, and we walking around the house just drinking it, just enjoying doing things the right way. Because many people are asking, what is the cost? Y'all on here in the last episode talking about Whole Foods. I seen him shopping in Whole Foods, and then he got a guy cooking for him and all those things. It's based on several things. First of all, what is the value that you appraise to your body? A lot of times we put a lower value. We'll go out to eat, we go entertain ourselves.
So watch this. I use this analogy, Jay. Women are notorious for their purses.
No doubt about it.
They'll go get a purse. They'll drop $2,000 on a purse and don't think twice. And then I'll say, well, buy clean water. And they look at me like I just cursed at them. Now, guys, y'all, we not on the pro. We there too.
Yes.
We love electronics and gadgets and TVs. So
No doubt about it.
we'll have a house with 7 big screen television. I say, man, you need to start drinking cool. Oh, Paul, hey, man, clean water too expensive. Man, you got 7 Sonys in your house.
It depends on what we attribute value to.
Exactly.
People will spend money where they attribute value.
Exactly.
And it's like, your body's not a car. You don't just get to trade it in and go get another one.
No.
You only get one.
That's
and
it.
I'm sad that I'm realizing it. I started at about 39. That I wasn't 20.
We're almost 2 years in now.
Yeah, we're almost 2 years in.
That's right.
And so I'm sad that I'm not 20 doing this.
Right. It makes a difference.
But the reason why I wanted to start with my kids is so they'd be kids doing this.
Right.
And so it's not just for you. This is a legacy building thing. And people normally don't think it's a big deal. And so we wanted to start with small steps. Alkaline water, vegetables, and fruit.
Simple.
You're talking about a Daniel. You're talking about a Daniel fast.
Right.
We just did that at the beginning of the year. And a lot of the members at our church who started out with this Daniel fast, they haven't gone back.
Right.
They've never felt better.
Right.
And even in the book of Daniel, it says they went on eating fruits and vegetables and were stronger and more fit than everybody else in Babylon.
That's right.
And so that's a way to get started because what do we make for our kids for dessert? We make a fruit salad.
Make a fruit salad.
Because it's got the sugar in it.
And watch this. In Genesis, now you the Bible expert, so you'll know this. in Genesis, it says, let the seed be your meat. So what we eat should come from the earth.
That's right.
But through time, it has gotten switched. Most of you, if you do some research on food, you'll find that meat used to be the dessert way back in the medieval times. And so then it got switched around with meat became the main course. But meat for hundreds of years was the dessert.
Yeah, that's what you got when you're trying to get a little pleasure.
Just a little pleasure. But now that we focus on that, and that's where we miss the boat.
Well, I think it's important. You talked about drinking water. You talked about fruits and vegetables. But I also think it's important to have a conversation about sugar.
Right.
Simply because that's a killer in many communities. It's like crack.
Crack. It literally is. Yes.
It literally is. Talk about the reason why we do dessert. And again, guys, yes, we take the kids for some ice cream from time to time. Yes, we do all those things. We put those off to the weekends. Monday through Friday, we eating right here.
Right.
And that's where we're putting our value. But talk about just the wrong sugars.
The wrong sugars. So many times we get, hate to use the word duped, but it's a trick of the enemy. We get tricked because we assume that things are 0 calorie or light are better for us. So once again, all you gum chewers out there that love Extra and Orbit and Stride and all of that, you're killing yourself because there's so many hidden sugars. And in those products, the first ingredient is sorbitol, which is alcohol.
So when I put that gum in that's got that high mint flavor in my mouth, it's alcohol.
It's alcohol. And 3 of the top 5 ingredients in any product, sugar-free or sugarless, is alcohol. So for instance, let's just take that one of those products. When you chew it, if I could check your sugar, 15 minutes later, your sugar level would be double. It'd be around 250. Diabetic is 100.
So I got a normal sugar level. When I put the gum in my mouth and chew it for about 10 or 15 minutes.
If I could check your sugar level to be 250.
Because of the alcohol.
Because of the alcohol
substitution
content,
and all
the
that.
substitute. So once again, so we're talking about sugar. So number 1, stay away from all sugar-free products.
Wow.
Number 2, you as an adult have to monitor your kids' consumption of corn syrup because this is the ingredient that's causing all our kids to have the ADHD, they can't focus issues because corn syrup is in 9 out of every 10 products. It's in ketchup, mustard, salad dressing, juices, drinks, potato chips. And the way that you get away from corn syrup in a short, just understanding this, the way that you get away from it, you have to start shopping organically. That's right. Because in organic foods by law, they cannot put corn syrup. And corn syrup, number 1, prevents weight loss by 35%, doubles your sugar level, but also corn syrup is the root cause of pancreatic cancer.
Oh.
So, and that is like the common cold now.
Right. People just cancer's everywhere.
Everywhere. It's everywhere. It's like the common cold. So, and that's generally because we don't eat sugar. It's the hidden sugars in our food. So thirdly, let's move to cleaner versions of sugar. So if you're going to have sugar in the house, everybody, the best sugar to have is raw sugar. Raw sugar in the brown packet, turbinado. Why? Because sugar cane is brown. So if sugar cane is brown, sugar should be brown. All your kids are black.
That's right.
Because you're black. You're the daddy. You created them.
That's right.
So if sugar comes from sugar cane, sugar should be brown, not white, everybody. If you're gonna do honey, raw honey, and then if There's some other great sweeteners that I use. One is called brown rice syrup. Maybe Jonathan can show it to y'all in the kitchen when he down there doing his thing. And it's just an amazing sweetener. It's got 2 ingredients, brown rice and water. So we're not gonna sit here and say you can't have anything sweet, but let's just change the source of your sweet. And then instead of candy, eat fruit.
That's exactly what we're doing in this house. And listen, these are small steps, but I wanted to get into the how of this so that you can start taking the steps that we're taking as a family so that we can grow and help one another, okay? Because water, vegetables, fruit, that right there will change your life. And to stay lean, throw in a salmon.
There you go, throw some salmon in there.
Throw some salmon in there, and you will start to love what you eat and also love how you feel. And the Spirit of God will be living in a house that's worthy of who He is. Okay, listen, be steadfast, unmovable, always abound in the work of the Lord, and know that it will not go in vain. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, and we got one more episode. So when you get that, you got to subscribe because you don't want to miss this next episode because we're going to be talking about some good stuff as we finish this thing out. All right, see you next time. Let's go.